Hey guys, Tina here, the Critical Virgo. Welcome back to another Fragrance Fridays. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that's been in my collection for what feels like forever. And I picked it up, I want to say back in like 2007 when I first moved to Florida. And it's a fragrance that was released in 2005. I had it, I used it, and then I kind of just set it to the side and, you know, it just became one of those pieces of my back collection. And recently, I want to say within the last 5 years, there was this whole backstory to this scent. I almost lost it. I actually did, and I had to repurchase it. So we are reunited and it feels so good. It is none other than Armani Prive Cuir Amethyste. Has that gorgeous purple top to it. And like I said, I had this fragrance for a long time, and if you've been watching me for a while and you've heard this story, then you already know. I was dating somebody who fell in love with this fragrance too, ended up pretty much taking it and using up the whole bottle. Yes, the whole bottle. And I ended up purchasing a bottle for myself to replace that bottle because I realized, you know, sometimes when you let something go, you miss it a lot and you realize that you didn't want to let it go, so you have to get it back somehow, some way, and I repurchased it. It is an interesting fragrance. It's one of the fragrances that really broke me into leather, like gourmand leathers, and I'll go into that in a little bit. Let me tell you the notes on this one. Top is coriander, bergamot, crystalline rose, heart of violet, silver birch, and patchouli. And the base is labdanum, French vanilla, and benzoin. So on me, this is a huge violet bomb, okay? Violet bomb. And I am kind of partial to violet fragrances. I have a few of them in my collection just because I really like it. And you guys know how I feel about leather. I love a good dirty leather, something bold in your face. I am not afraid of those masculine fragrances, and this is, it's unisex, but it is definitely on the masculine side. I don't see a lot of women talking about it. I could see men mainly going for this, and actually the person that took my bottle and used it up said this is a men's cologne. I was like, no, it's unisex, back it up, it's unisex. And it's just one of my favorites. It has been for a long time. It is very gourmand, very syrupy, thick. The leather on this one is just gorgeous in my opinion. Again, I'm partial to leather fragrances, so keep that in mind. It's creamy, it's very smooth. It's, like I said, a very masculine fragrance, but the thing I like the most about this is when you put it on, it's not an offensive leather, at least not to me. I've smelled some really skanky, funky leathers, and this is not it at all. I feel like it's very classy. I've heard some people say that it's very like chemically, it's not very well composed. I have to disagree, but again, things wear differently on everybody, so this is one that I would never in a million years recommend that you blind buy. You definitely want to try this one out because you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. It is something that I wish more men would wear. I actually encourage you guys to go out there and try it out. And I'm not saying that you ladies shouldn't go and smell it. If you're into dark, deep, sexy, rich leather, gourmand fragrances, then you have to put this one on your list because it fits all that and then some. It does not disappoint. I don't get a whole lot of rose in this one. Actually, I really can't pick rose out at all. I would just say this is like, when I smell this fragrance, the things that really stand out to me the most have to be the leather and the violets. It's syrupy, sweet, it's rich, it's in your face. It makes me think of like honey, like a really nice sweet honey. When I smell this, I also, the words that come to my head are like, it's rich, it's opulent, it's just sexy, it's dark, it's mysterious, and it's on the masculine side. So I feel like when a woman wears it, it's very sexy, and it's the perfect fragrance for the cooler months that are coming in. This is one of those fragrances that are a real bang for your buck. Even though it's a little bit pricey because it's in the Prive line, a little bit on this one goes a long way. You guys know me, I'm 10 to 20 sprays in, but this one I'm a good 4 maybe 6, maybe 8 max, depending on what my day is looking like. But you could literally put this one on in the morning and go out that night and it is still there. You get a ton of sillage with this one. I always get compliments. Again, I feel like when women wear this fragrance, it's very sexy because it's not something that you would typically expect. But you really have to be comfortable wearing a very strong leather fragrance with a lot of sweetness, gourmandness in it. Like, if that's not your thing at all, then this fragrance will wear you, okay? As far as pricing goes, you guys already know Armani Prive gets a little up there, but I didn't pay full retail on this bottle. I did on the first one, but not on this one. I actually got this off of Notino as a tester. You wouldn't know it was a tester unless you flip the bottle around and you saw a little sticker on it. Let me tell you, it's the real deal. It smells exactly the same. There are no differences, and it is a full 100 ml bottle that I paid $163 for. So for me, this was a great bang for your buck. It's one of my favorites, and you guys know how I feel about leather, how I feel about violet, especially a good gourmand fragrance. It just is perfect, like I said, for this time of year. Have you tried it? Do you have any questions? You know where to put them. I'm going to try to do a full write-up on my website on this one because I really enjoy this one. It's one of my favorites, as you guys know. I talk about it all the time. And I will put a link to that within the next week because I don't have it typed up yet. But there is a general link to my website if you want to check out some other stuff over there. I have something really special planned for you for next week, so stay tuned for that. Till next Friday, guys. Bye.